We are many, those that live beyond the veil of darkness, where nightmares are born. Sanity knows no bounds. Madness thrives on the suffering of the dead, locked in the soreness in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals, in hope of harvesting on the innocent. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed, for in the shadows hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of the spirit to the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own inner demons, brings to life your deepest fears. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality? In the search for life after life, have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have, maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers hidden behind the veil. Shake off the blinders and open your mind's eye. Listen to the story. We are they, we are incarnate,
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy Thursday to you. We're almost through the week. Thank God. Today, another brutal day at work. It's going to be brutal for about another 2 weeks. Justin Timberlake tour still prepping. Still got some stuff coming in. Still got them the techs in, preparing all the lighting, the video, the rigging, everything. I'll be surprised if I'm not working late tomorrow night. I'm just letting you guys know now. The way it's looking, it ain't looking good. But it is what it is. That's part of the job. I accept this. I love it. And yeah, I don't think I'd really trade it. It's an amazing company to work for, and yeah, we'll just leave it at that. We'll see what happens when my review comes around here in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna get into some new training to hopefully help get me some more money, but we'll leave it at that. Nick, yeah, early after God knows how long. Hope it doesn't get glitchy. You ain't bullshitting. What's up, Moose? How you doing, bud? Welcome nice and early. We started off last night, started off section 5, and then it just got wonky. It got twitchy. Anything that happens from now on Twitch's end, we're just gonna call it twitchy. We're not gonna call it technical errors. We're not gonna call it OBS. We're not gonna call it anything else but twitchy. Anyway, so we're going to start section 5 over. Section 5 is 53 minutes. Then we have one more section that's 40 minutes. Once we get done with the video, we're loading it up into OBS and analyze the audio from the video. Then we'll get back to explicit recorder where we left off. What's up, TM? How you doing, bud? Sounds like you need an exorcist in your house there, Nick. Nick, you need to move. The way it's sounding, as much shit that he sees, it makes me wonder if he doesn't possibly have an attachment. It's not the house, it might be him. He might have some attachments. I just want to go investigate a park this weekend if I have time. Just take a recorder, nothing more, and go investigate one of the parks I used to investigate. Because I know it's haunted. Give me something to do. The team's not responding to anything right now. I know one's health is not too good. I know one's kind of out of work right now, and his wife, the only one working. Like I said, one moved back to Florida, and the others just not responding. So, if I could line up a big investigation, I guarantee they'd come out of the woodwork, especially if it was local. Hey guys, we can do this. Oh, I'll be there. What about all the other things that I've talked about in chat you didn't respond to? Been in the house for about 10 years. You could still have an attachment and have it not show itself. The only thing I could tell you is if you're really curious, look up local record or public records on the house. Find out if anybody died there. Find out if anything happened there. I don't know how far you can go with public records as far as death goes. But if you're renting or buying, you can ask like the renter if anything tragic happened in that house. And if you ask, I know here in the States, the majority of states, yes it is. It's the team talking. Yep, that's the team. And a GoPro died. Uh, but most states, if you ask, legally they have to tell you. Especially like renting rooms. If you rent a hotel room, hey, did somebody die in this room? Because it's against a lot of people's religion if they died in a certain place to stay there or to stay in that room, not the property. That's how I get a lot of hotel rooms. Did somebody die in this room? No. Can I get one where somebody did? And they're just like, what? It's like, that's the team. I'm a paranormal investigator. I love staying where people died. And they're like, oh, okay, let's see what I can do. The looks on their faces, though, is priceless. The house was built in the 1920. I guarantee somebody died in that house. Or at least on the property. That's a team. Someone did die in the house. They haven't been aggressive. That's not out of the ordinary. Most locations where somebody died there, they're just living life as they did when they were in a physical form. That's a place they feel comfortable. That's a place they feel safe. So you really don't have to worry about it. That's where they feel at peace. So, yeah, I mean, wondering this year if I should just go all out investigating. I'm not talking provoking either. See someone peeking in your room. No, it's not. That's team in the background. You're not doing acid or anything, are you? You're not doing any psychedelic drugs. Oh, look. I had to ask Nick. I meant it as a joke. If you're seeing faces, you're not that stupid. Nothing stupid about it. I've done plenty of them. Yes, I just said that on air. Yes, I've done plenty of them. Oops. Right? There's a whisper there. Okay, 8:41. We got a lot of areas to check, which is good. One of these days, we're going to go over the questionnaire that I used to ask clients, so you guys get an idea of what goes into a residential. I know I did the questionnaire once a long time ago. Very aware and observant. Yeah, I can relate. Freaking motorcycles, come on. Shit. Be right back. You're done bidding? What are you bidding on? Somebody wants to come up and say hi to everybody. Say hi, Jack. Uh-oh, it's Jack. Everybody's saying hi, bud. Diecast, you don't have a Chevy Vega. How many diecasts do you have? And what size are they? Are like they the NASCAR diecast or are they the Matchbox? Was it 64 scale or 32 scale? And I'm currently bidding on some more pictures from Nevada State Prison. Over 200 last time. I knew they go from 118 down to Hot Wheels. All right. I used to collect NASCAR diecast, the 24 scale, and yeah, I think I kept two of them and sold the rest. I had like fucking 70 diecasts. Sold them and bought a car. Used car, but bought a car. Kind of glad I sold them. But now the market on them's just down. Yeah, like 10 junior cars and I had like 15 senior cars. Then a few others. Kerry Earnhardt's Smith and Wesson truck is I think the only one I kept. Actually, yeah, I think that's the only one I kept because it's firearms and NASCAR isn't sponsored by any firearms on their cars anymore. It's a bad habit and a pricey one. Yes. You're not gonna even ever hear me say no on that one. I think on the when I bought the NASCAR diecast, I think I paid like 60 each minimum, and I sold them for like 50 each. So I took a loss on them. So now it's like I'm just collecting prison memorabilia when I can find it. Nevada State Prison memorabilia when I can find it. Like the pictures, I'm just gonna frame them all. When I get the new studio built, I'm gonna hang them on the wall. We all gotta collect something though. Hell, if I had the room and the time, I'd collect freaking old Mad magazines. Mad Magazine was the shit when I was a kid. That and Garbage Pail Kids. Freaking Garbage Pail Kid. I've been watching one on eBay. If once the money gets around to it, it's a PSA certified bent Brent garbage pail card. It's like, yep, I'm gonna get that some bitch as I get the extra money. Yeah, like I said, I had series 1 through 8 that I stopped collecting. Then I gave them away. Gave them away or threw them away. I don't remember. Had them and didn't need them. I wish I had them now because they're worth some money. I wish I still had half the stuff I had when I was a kid. I'd be a very wealthy man. The Star Wars toys, some of the G.I. Joe shit, some of the mask stuff, Mad Balls. If you could find those, oh my God, they're like $100 on eBay. It's like, I destroyed all this shit. All your Tonka trucks. All the stuff get value over time. Yeah. Couple of the toys though, like a couple of the Star Wars figures, they were for mail in only. Now if you could find them, oh my god. But yeah, very few of them are worth money. But the ones that are, I had all of them. I had all the mail in freaking figure Star Wars figures you could get. And I grew up in the worst baseball card era there was. The 80s and 90s tops, Donruss and Fleer, the garbage era of sports cards. Only a couple of them are worth anything. Collectible diecast drag car, was it like a John Force or like something like that? I'm in a group from my childhood. We remember some of the stuff you can still get. Yeah, there's a store out here in Vegas that specializes in candy from the 50s to the 80s, and it's still made. You just got to special order it, and they stock up on it. Evidently, it's real popular. I mean, for those of us over 30, bubble tape. How many people tried getting the whole 6 feet of bubble tape and just put it in your mouth? Every kid did it. It's an Austin Coil Castro. Oh, nice. None of the candy was the same from the U.S. to overseas to over in Europe, anywhere. The recipe was always different, which is terrible. Well, we have a store out here called the International Marketplace. You can go there and get foods from all over the world, from the UK, from India, from Pakistan, from you know every freaking nation. You can get like the chips, the chocolates, the sodas, the canned foods, the jar foods, and you can buy it online. Yeah, but being in Vegas, just drive down the street, go to the store, and then you got it. I'd rather go to the store than and have it today than order it online and wait a week to get it. But then again, you can buy those like Japanese snack kits, and they send you subscription. They send you like 10 or 15 every month for a year. Different chips, chocolates, snacks, whatever.
All right, we can hear beeping all the way down the hallway. So I'm in here checking the recording equipment in here.
That's Chris. Or is that? That's Chris Pitzer.
So these are still going.
Just checking on equipment. Good man. At least we can see it's not a ghost, right? That'd be a pretty solid ghost. Be a chunky ghost. Just kidding, Chris. I know somebody's watching right now. It's a joke. Yeah, we already went through the recorder that was on the table. We went through the recorder that was on the table. Fluffy. And I think there was evidence when he was in there. We'll have to wait and hear it from the audio because I didn't hear it when he was in there. Wee Fluffy. Like I tell a couple of my friends, when did you hear something?
So these are still going. So I'm in here checking the recording equipment in here.
It might have been them in the hall. We're going to double check.
So these are still going.
It might have been Susan. It might have been. They don't walk alone in there. They always go in groups. All the time. Yeah, if Moose, we'll have to pay attention once we get to the audio section. It's so hard to do it watching the video. Let me go back again a little bit further. Right before he leaves, we'll keep an eye on it. It's better to be safe. If we have to go over it 20 times, we'll go over it 20 times. All right, pay attention to the chamber. The blacked out window, that'd be them on the other side. No, it's possible. But if they go through there with a flashlight on the other side, it's going to make it look like there is something. I'm watching it. I don't see anything. Might have been you. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Going crazy. Moose is gone crazy. He's on his way back. Just saying. Yep. Hi. Hey. It's me. When I said that reminds me of a joke I heard the other day. What's a gay horse eat? Hey. I heard that joke not long ago. I heard it a couple days ago. I'd never heard it. And I've heard a lot of jokes. And believe me, I cannot tell them on this show. I remember about 80% of them. And believe me, I can't tell them in certain company, which is almost everybody. And I say this, this is probably 20 years ago now, somewhere in there. We actually had somebody call the cops on us for telling jokes. There was a group of us out on the patio at a bar. There's about 8 of us, all telling jokes. Somebody got offended and called the cops. It's like, are you serious? We knew the owners of the bar. We knew all the bouncers. And they're like, guys, we're not kicking you out, but just behave. It's like they need to leave. They invaded our area. got offended and got butthurt and want us to get in trouble because they couldn't just walk away. Yeah. Hold on. Is that me? $33.57. We'll have to find out. 33. Nick, all because of a joke. A lot of jokes. A lot of very distasteful jokes. Wink, wink. We were right back at it the next week, too. The bar was only open on the weekends. So, like, Friday and Saturday night, we'd be out on the patio, just, we weren't shooting pool, we were telling jokes. You've managed to offend someone once before? I've managed to offend a bunch of someones once before. And I've got no regrets about it. Okay. And all the jokes that I have are from the people the jokes are about. Go figure on that one how somebody could get offended when I got the jokes from the people they're about. And usually when I'm told them, I'm like, wow. They're like, you can laugh. I'm telling you the joke. I'm going, Can I tell it? They're like, just be careful. You might get in trouble. It's like, do I tell them? 20 years later, I still tell them. I said, I've been told to write a book. Brent, you've seen so much, you've experienced so much. Write a book about your life. I could. Jack's being a jerk right now. Jack's being a big jerk. I'm not your friend anymore. If somebody's, let me pause this. If somebody has the audacity to say, you're not my friend anymore, they never were your friend to begin with. If somebody puts that ultimatum on the table, you're not my friend anymore, you didn't mean anything to them to begin with. They were using you for necessity in their lives. If anybody listening in on this, if anybody says you're not my friend anymore, They never were important to you to begin with. They just did you a favor by walking out of your life. Be happy, because it could cost you a lot in the future. Thing is, he regretted it. No, he felt guilty, but he didn't regret it because he knew it. People like that say they regret it and they feel sorry. They may feel sorry that they might have hurt your feelings, but when they say something like that, subconsciously, it's the truth. You were never that good of a friend to begin with. Smacking me in the back and getting in trouble for it. Okay, 3816. Three possibilities. Jack's being a pest. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. And he's being a jackass. I'm back. What's up, prison? How you doing, bud? How you been there, prison? Good, I hope. Rolling slowly down and found the iPhone 13. We began losing a bunch of other stuff, just trying to figure out some things. Hope it gets better on that front then.
About this offer to look over. It's coming. Just clear. Okay. And that's still on. That's amazing. Yeah. Wasn't the bed facing on the other side last year? No, the pillow's always been right there. Okay.
Prison, we're currently watching. We're getting some stale recorders. Weren't getting a lot of evidence, so I loaded up another video. We're doing part one. It's in 5 sections, or 6 sections, excuse me. This is actually the execution viewing room. The execution viewing room, yes.
I looked at this for a minute to make sure it was recording.
So just an equipment check. Already investigated in here earlier in the night. We got like 9 possibilities. Put up your phone for the night. I appreciate you stopping in for a couple minutes. You know, I was actually wondering about you the other day. It's like, yeah, wonder what happened. Glad you're still around and chose to come in here for a few minutes. It's appreciated. Cheers. Thank you, man. Ignore the snitches. Snitches get stitches. Just ignore them. Do your time. Don't get in trouble. Just stay on the level. That's got to be dust. Yep, dust. That one little air current dust flake caught in the light. Kind of fuzzy, kind of hazy. Lets you know it's dust, not an orb. Orbs would be solid. It was an orb. It said hi to me. Did it wave too? Did it kind of fly by you and go, "What's up?" It gave you the hillbilly wave. Your laptop was misbehaving. It's electronic, it's not paranormal. I think it was Granny. $45.39. Some definite whispering in there. Just slamming doors. That might not have been. 47-4. Okay. We got a lot of potential AVPs over these sections. And I do mean a lot. We're, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're right now looking at 20 possible EVPs through section 1 through 5. One of them we know is guaranteed.
Right, it's about
How's that doing?
it's probably, I wanna say it's probably,
5 hours.
yeah, so it's probably doubled itself over already as far as, but what's crazy is normal voices are not moving very much. I had to go over and just snap my fingers for it to go right, so it's doing its thing. Let's see if the battery goes.
What's that on the side of the screen?
Fingers for it to go right, so it's doing its thing. Let's see if the battery
Dust. Dust.
It's 2 out of 3 bars. Two out of 3.
It's a Dusty the Dust. Better than Jasper the Crow. At least we're getting a lot of potential evidence. That's making me happy on this. How long is section 6? I think I said what, 48 minutes? $48.58, yeah, 49 minutes. So that's probably 2 nights on that one. So probably Tuesday we'll be starting into the audio on the GoPros or on the GoPro. Depending on what happens tomorrow night. praying to God I don't work late tomorrow night. Now that I jinxed myself. And that's the end of section 5. We got 5 potential pieces of evidence off that clip. Not bad. Not bad at all. We're doing actually very well on this. And I hope this GoPro is going to put us right back on track to get right back on schedule. We're sitting at 99 EVPs. We need about 50 to get back on track. Tall order, I know. We got 14 recorders left to go, 3 GoPros. We can do it. And again, as I said, past few shows, once we start going through the GoPros that we carried for 3 nights, that's where the evidence is more than likely just going to skyrocket. Beyond that, I don't know, guys. We're kind of just shooting dice here. We know this, we accept it, we move on, and hope for that Easter egg just hidden in the bunch. We'll get there. But anyways, guys, I'm going to call it here. We're not going to jump into the next section. There's no use with just a few minutes left in the show anyway. So I thank you guys, Moose, Nick, TM, and anybody else lurking in the shadows. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully, like I said, I don't have to work tomorrow night. I'm hoping I don't. The way it's looking, 50-50. No matter what, we'll be back at it either tomorrow or Monday. Guys, have a great night. God bless, and I'll see y'all later. Thanks again.